Hey Soul Family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at a message that you need to hear right now. But before we begin, I want to thank Aura for sponsoring today's video. Aura is an app that I personally use and proud to partner with. If you aren't familiar with Aura, it's a mindfulness and sleep app that won the Best of Apple Awards. It's an all-in-one app for well-being. It's similar to Spotify, where you'll find thousands of meditation stories, CBT content, life coaching, breathwork, spirituality that is created by hundreds of expert coaches and therapists around the world. So you won't find it to be just like an audio app. You'll also find other types of content such as live events and even one-on-one coaching. Like I said, I love using it, and it recently helped me cope and overcome a difficulty that I have personally gone through. As you may know, I have recently experienced a burnout that I openly shared with you guys. I had so much to deal with, and on top of everything, my family and I found out recently from my dog's doctor that he unfortunately was very ill, and there is unfortunately nothing that they could do. The recovery options weren't even recommended due to his old age, and the news really hit us very hard. And suddenly, what was already hard became near impossible to do. I canceled everything on that day, and although some had big consequences, but the fact of the matter was I really couldn't move. I didn't even do readings on the channel for nearly 3 days. I closed the curtains in my room. I closed the door. I went under the cover and started deeply sobbing. I couldn't imagine my life without him, without our connection, and my feelings of helplessness was painful. It didn't help either that I was already carrying a heavy load during this time. And what got me through and eventually out of bed were the different experts I was listening to on the Aura app, each sharing an idea or helping me to cry it out tranquilly, easing my emotions through soft, peaceful meditation, showing me how I was burdening myself and how that was an issue, giving me brilliant ideas on how to manage the different things in my life better as I reflect on their ideas and thoughts. And I found myself picking up a piece of paper and a pen and reorganizing my life. You might have even noticed that the posting schedule on the channel has shifted a great deal. This, along with many other things that I have even eliminated altogether or reintroduced into my life. And through all this reorganization, I thought well about what I needed to get done truly and how I could do it in a way that makes sense to me. So this was a really powerful move that I've done during these days. Also, the most empowering idea that I got during this time was the encouragement of mindset shift, where I decided to accept what happened and decided to be grateful that I still have some time to let him know how much I love him, what he means to me, that I still had time to connect in our special way. At least I get a long goodbye. I'm glad he doesn't know or understand anything, and my shift in my mindset, I believe, will ensure that we have a lot of fun together. My biggest win was learning that making small changes in the things we can control makes such a huge difference in the things that we can't control. In all cases, I genuinely believe in this app, and I'm proud to recommend something that brings such value to people. And if you are considering trying it out, Aura is offering you a free trial and an exclusive 25% off of the memberships for the first 500 people who sign up using this link. You'll find it first thing in the description box and pinned in the comment section. This way you'll get to try it out for free and see the benefits for yourself. So I would say hurry. I know you will love it. It already has 46,000 6-star reviews and is already used by 8 million people. Again, thank you so much, Aura, for sponsoring today's video, and let's get into your reading. Before I introduce your piles to you, if you prefer to pick them using your zodiac signs, you will find a timestamp to that down in the description box. Otherwise, you can pick your piles using the Page of Wands on top of each deck or through your crystals. If this is your preferred method, let me introduce your crystals to you. So for pile number 1, you have the Mahogany Obsidian. For pile number 2, you have the Tiger's Eye. For pile number 3, you have the Mookaite Jasper. And for pile number 4, you have the Amethyst. So take a look at which one of these 4 piles you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. As I always encourage you, in case you feel drawn to more than one pile, perhaps today you feel drawn to all of the piles. This is really all up to you. Trust your intuition. It will always guide you and lead you to the right readings. There may be more than one thing that you need to hear right now in different areas of your life. And so I would say if you have the time and really feel drawn to several or maybe even all, let your intuition take you on a journey today to discover what it is that you're meant to hear. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. Please note that in a moment I am about to assign different zodiac signs to each pile. And so if this is something that you do not prefer, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer to pick your pile or piles using your zodiac signs, then my dear soul family, this part of the introduction was created specifically for you guys. And what I like to do is shuffle your signs really well. And then I'll be drawing 3 zodiac signs for each of the piles in today's reading. All right, so let's get straight into it. So for pile number 1, the 3 signs are Sagittarius, Virgo, and Cancer. For pile number 2, the 3 signs are Leo, Taurus, and Aries. As for pile number 3, the signs are Gemini, Pisces, as well as Scorpio. And last but not least, the signs for pile number 4 are Libra, Capricorn, and Aquarius. So, my dear soul family, these are the zodiac signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. Please feel free to pick your pile or piles using your sun, moon, or rising. I highly recommend you check out the 3. Alternatively, if you prefer to pick your pile or piles using other placements in your chart, then of course, please feel free to do that as well. These are just different ways to help you and make it enjoyable for you to pick your piles. If you have a different way altogether to pick your piles, you know, the way you do it is the right way. Your intuition is what takes you to the readings. So trust it and let it lead the way. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. I'm also pinning them in the comment section for you to find them easily. And I'll see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at what you need to hear right now. These are the decks that I'll be using for your reading today. If you're interested at any point in any of these decks, you'll find that I always list their names down in the description box for you. And let me very quickly introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Mahogany Obsidian. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Sagittarius, Virgo, and Cancer. Welcome to your reading. As I always remind you guys, if these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's see what your message is. What do you need to hear right now, my dear pile number 1? You have Scorpio with the Enigma. Maybe you're going through something very confusing, very complicated, and tough to deal with, perhaps. So the keywords on the Scorpio card are intense, strategic, secretive, sexual, enticing, extreme, powerful, passionate, manipulative, competitive, possessive, and ruler of the 8th house. The house of change. Okay, and transformation. Let's take a look at this card. Whoa, under attack. Yes, you must be going through something very difficult at the moment. So it says barricade, cover fire, red alert, hostile takeover, gunfire, war, defensive. So yeah, you can see that there is something very difficult and you are trying to push through to like crisis management. You're trying to manage this, like I feel like you're in the situation as you're listening to this reading, and you're trying to manage it. Let's find out more. You have House of Flower. What a beautiful card. And you have Fire Rat, light and shadow. We must read this card. I feel like it definitely has important key guidance on what you need to hear, perhaps, or generally what you need to hear about this situation. So let's pick up your tarot cards to get a full understanding of what it is that you need to hear. So for pile number 1, can we find out what it is that they need to hear, please? You have the Hanged Man. That's a very interesting Hanged Man. Okay. You've got the Temperance card. You've got the 8 of Swords. 2 major arcana right off the bat. 8 of Swords. I feel like you're stuck in a major situation here. You really don't know what to do. You've got the Queen of Swords. The Ace of Wands. And the Star card. You know what I'm thinking? Seeing this Ace of Pentacles, I'm thinking that something fell. Something recently perhaps is under attack in your life. And I feel like your guides are saying, seeing that this is an apple, what currently feels like is scary, might turn out to be something that is a huge blessing for you, with this specific Ace of Wands in conjunction to the Star card. So obviously you're not feeling good about this, but I feel with the light and shadow, it's like how we don't appreciate light until we see the shadow, right? Or until we see darkness, then we understand light. And that's the concept of the Hangman. It's like experiencing the opposite of something in order to appreciate and understand the value of something to come. So House of Flowers shows that things will blossom. It's going to feel safe with the house in as your card. It's going to feel safe very soon, and things are going to blossom, and it's going to turn out to be a huge blessing. Things will heal with the Star card. This situation is like your guiding light, and you're hanging in there. So it's like, hang in there. It might look scary what's going on, but you will find out soon that it will transform into a huge blessing for you. Just let it be the guide. And with the Queen of Swords, take your time to think about what is happening, because that's the whole point. You hanging in there, thinking, will change everything with the Temperance card. Will finally make the necessary changes. I feel like I want to read very quickly like a paragraph of this light and shadow, the fire rat, in your reading. So let's open number 13, fire rat. Associated with the sun and summer, the most yang season. Yang fire is the element of light. Absolutely. Element of light, love, hope, and joy. I really feel that. I feel like what you need to hear is, although you feel like something is under attack in your life, something feels scary, you feel like you're stuck, you genuinely don't know what to do, surprisingly, this will turn out to be positive, and so your guides are saying, be hopeful. This is a time of joy, although it's very hard to believe now. The rat is a pure water sign that rules winter. So you've got the summer and the winter, but the rat rules winter, the most yin season. And so do you see the contrast here? It's like you're in a time of winter, but really you are getting into a time of summer. This is really what I saw in your cards here before we opened up your main cards, one of your oracle cards here. It says, while this animal's physical size may be small, so you might feel like, sorry for the interruption, but it's just my ideas. Maybe you feel like the situation is much bigger than you, but really it won't turn out to be like that. While this animal's physical size may be small, its mere presence can bring fear and anxiety. And fear and anxiety, emotions associated with water. Very true. The fire rat pillar reminds us that even the slightest hope can help you find your way out of the dark. And the biggest fear can motivate you to shine your best light. The fire rat is a card of contrast. Like heaven and earth, there are two sides of everything. Cultivate the ability to see both sides of a story to give you the full perspective. Consider the juxtapositions that exist in your life. Can each one exist without its opposite? Where there is love, there is also fear. We each have the free will to choose one over the other. I feel like your guides are saying, choose to see hope rather than fear in the situation that you are in at the moment. And although it feels like it's attacking you, it feels scary, and especially in the moment, this is when your guides are saying, yes, of course, think very well about it with the Queen of Swords. But as you're planning, thinking your way out of it, really be hopeful and be positive that although you may feel small in ratio to this huge attack, remember that even a rat brings anxiety. And so it doesn't matter the size. What matters is how you feel on the inside, because this will be the power that gives you the mental strength to take you out of the situation. And temperance here shows that this is going to happen for you. This is going to work for you, that your power will help you and take you out of the situation. On the other side is a huge blessing. Right now, it looks like a huge attack. It looks like an enigma. But moving forward, you will be so thankful, and it might be very hard and weird to hear now. But you will find that this will turn into a huge blessing. And since this is the case, and the emphasis here with the blossoming and the safety, let's see how this is in fact turning into a great blessing for you, my dear pile number 1. How is this turning into a great blessing for you? So you've got the 4 of Cups. You keep having home. It's like safety. The Page of Cups. The Queen of Cups. And this is the 2 of Cups. Is this a worm? Yeah, I think so. Just like a worm, it also is very tiny, but it has a huge effect on the soil because it goes underground and creates all these holes that allows for oxygen and the air to penetrate to get into the soil. It also like mixes the soil up. It's very good for the soil. So in that way also, these changes in your life, although in the moment fear feels scary, it is freshening things up. It is increasing the health of your soil, of what you're capable of growing in your life and having in your life. So it will give you wings to fly, and it will liberate you. In that case, this means it will liberate you, perhaps making you feel independent. and free. Do you notice how this Four of Cups is fishing for cups? It's probably cups from her own home. So if you think about this card, is this person really achieving anything? No. They're fishing their own things. So I feel like the universe is shifting things up for you, because you could have been, without realizing, wasting your potential. And you could be so much into your safe zone, the house. You got used to a safe zone, and you're wasting your potential doing, not doing really the real achievements, the real potential of what you can have. And so it's kind of like the universe is freeing you from this comfort zone and is allowing you to explore new territory. From the Page to the Cups is quick growth. And it is growth through learning with the books here. It will push you to read and learn about things that you may have been postponing or didn't feel like at the moment. It will push you to look into things and find out how much you love them when you weren't looking into them before. And there is where you will find the true fulfillment. Because with the Two of Cups, it will finally create the harmony, the real harmony. And that's why you have house here. So you're looking for some safety. But with being pushed out of your comfort zone this way may initially feel very scary. Especially that safety seems to be something very important to you. Being pushed out like that and getting into the other side will make you feel like, wow, this is what I always wanted. What was I doing there? And ultimately, you will find the real harmony that you are looking for. And I saw something here from the very beginning, and I forgot to tell you guys about it. So although the situation looks scary, and obviously it is a serious one, but I feel here there is a comparison going on. Maybe you, at the back of your mind, you've seen how others in this situation were like, what their lives were like when they were under this type of attack or this difficult situation. And it seems like you're not in that difficult situation. Do you see? Yes, you're tied a bit and you're struggling and you could feel stuck, but it doesn't seem to be as terrible as what you're expecting it to be at all. And so at the back of your mind, it's like, oh no, when this happens to others, this is what happens to them. But that's not what's happening to you at all. In fact, your feet are on the ground. And you're already gesturing the same way as you extend your hands when you don't need to extend it in that way. It seems like there's a lot of room for this rope because it's bent. So I'm getting the impression that, yes, of course, the situation is difficult at this moment, for sure. But it's not as difficult, nor is it as severe as what others that you know have gone through. And it is certainly one that you can take yourself out with a bit of thought. And it's definitely one that will turn out to be a blessing and a fortune and not a crisis. It is there to push you to look into the very information that you may have been giving your back to. for a long time because this was your safety. So how about we explore and perhaps help you in the beginning of your journey to maybe give you some hints of what this information that you haven't been looking at could be. What's its nature? The Magician, the Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, and so you're getting another card. The Ace of Swords, that's clarity, to see clearly. And the Three of Swords, to see clearly what is causing the pain. What is the pain? Oops, look at that. That's magic for sure. Did you guys see that? So yeah, that really felt like magic here. I think this explains the magic card. So you're going to put your finger on the pain points clearly. And that seems to be very important here. Maybe you weren't able to exactly pinpoint what was wrong in this situation. And perhaps maybe this is what led to the chaos, perhaps. But the information you're being guided to look at clearly is things like, what is causing this pain? What caused this situation? What could go wrong that I can avoid? Things like that. What's this card? I think it's explaining the Magician card. Knight of Cups. So we're looking at the information that you're being guided to look at. The things you haven't looked at recently. So we understand that. Look clearly at the pain points and what could be going wrong. Educate yourself there. Knight of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands, it's a new journey that you're invited to embark on. It could be intimidating because it's a new one. Especially in this Three of Wands. It seems like it's barren. It looks like people don't know where they're going. What is this kind of card? Like, where am I? What is that? Feels a bit like a maze. So maybe you haven't gotten into this new territory because it's confusing. It's not clear. It's not attractive to get into. So your guides are saying, explore it slowly. You don't need to like jump into it. With the Three of Wands alone is like jumping into it. And the Knight of Pentacles is slow. It's like you don't need to jump into something that's out of your comfort zone and uncomfortable so fast, but at least take your time to explore it slowly. Like, let me try this. Let me try that. You don't have to try it all out in the beginning. It might be what's causing you to feel so stuck. Patience is the Temperance card. Be patient, but see clearly what's wrong and take small incremental, it could be tiny, incremental, but steady steps. And that's the most important thing. Like make small, tiny changes that you can commit to, but if you do, commit to these changes. And this is what will take you out. Now this is talking about magic for sure. Because when I saw the Magician card, I was wondering what that is. It's like explore magic as well. Meaning, don't forget that there is a magical element to everything. And things on the outside could be difficult. But also remember that sometimes things can move very quickly. They can appear out of the blue, just like a magician. So remember, you're not alone. And remember that magical experiences and awesome things can happen in your journey. But this Knight of Cups seems to be so sad and is giving up, which is very, very opposite to the usual Knight of Cups. So knowing that the Magician card has to do with as within, so without, you're also guided to explore your inner world. And that's the joy. That's one of the most important things you're guided to explore. Your own inner world. You could be tired. You could be feeling hopeless, although you want something so much. Remember, there is magic. There are miracles. Did you see how the card came out? There are things that pop out of the blue. Don't decide your fate for yourself. Don't decide your destiny. Remember, there is magic. There is magic. And once you get in touch with your internal magic, you will always see external magic. Once you believe in the magic, you see it everywhere, and you can't help it. It's exactly like, as a spiritual person, your experience. You see numbers everywhere, you see signs, and you can have someone else in your life where you tell them about all these magical things, and they don't see it. They at this phase of their life, they don't see what you're talking about at all. And you can swear to them. It's weird, like in a good way. You can swear to them. You've seen a dream and it came out exactly the way you saw it. You can swear to them. You heard a tarot reading. It told you exactly what happened and what's happening, that it worked out exactly as you've seen it, and no one can see that magic but you. But you know it's there. So there is the guidance of, remember, there is magic. And if you decide to see it from within, you will 100% experience it without. When you doubt, that's what the world shows you on the outside. When you believe and you're so in touch with the magic, even in your own world, the more you feel this magic, the more you believe in it, the more synchronicities you see, the more you get your message and it resonates with you so much. And the more in tune you are with this magic, the more you see it on the outside world. And that's what it is. You see it on the inside, and you're not affected by the outside. You constantly see it on the outside. And I feel like this is the main message that your guides want you to hear. Get in touch with hope, with strength. Don't compare your capabilities to what's going on the outside. Remember, there is magic. Remember that sometimes it's the little things that win the biggest things. It's a matter of perspective and how it's done. You know how a large lever can easily be moved at the right, like if you push it from the right place further, you can easily push it up and down. So all I'm trying to say is size doesn't matter in ratio to your situation, your capabilities, and what you feel you can do. It doesn't matter. Be curious, learn more about the pain points, see it clearly, take small incremental steps, explore that, and explore the magic within you, which is the most important part. Because if you see it on your inside, you will 100% see it on your outside. And my dear pile number 1, your world shall blossom. You will be safe, and you will see that this is a guiding, sprinkles of guidance, taking you to your healing, to your wish fulfillment, to a huge blessing. So huge, you won't know what to do with it. My dear pile number 1. And this is exactly what I see as what you need to hear right now. My dear pile number 1, I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 1, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at what you need to hear right now. These are the decks that I'll be using for your reading. If you're interested in any of them, you'll find that I always list them down in the description box. All right, before we begin your reading, let me very quickly introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful tiger's eye, and your zodiac signs, in case you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, are Leo, Taurus, and Aries. That's better. I put it the other way around. So if these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's first take a look at your oracle cards. You have the water ox with softness and gentleness. Okay. You have earth bird, phoenix rising from the ashes. How nice. Okay. You've got Venus with the keyword love. The other keywords are beauty, romance, Friday, Taurus or Libra, courtship, aesthetics, sex appeal, affection, sensuality, values, pleasure, grace, gratitude, inspiration, and self-worth. You have perfection with the root chakra. And oh, that's an extra card in this deck. It says character. I'm going to honor that and see how that fits into your reading. All right, let's now take a look at your tarot cards. This way we get a complete image of what it is that you're meant to hear right now. So you've got the Wheel of Fortune right off the bat. So nice. You have the Knight of Cups. Okay. You have you have an extra card in this deck called Good Company. The Seven of Pentacles. The Ten of Swords. And you've got the Ace of Pentacles. I see so much going on here. So where do we begin? Because I actually see different things. I need to see how they're connected. I feel... Okay, I think I understand what's going on. So with the earth bird, phoenix rising from the ashes, I feel like your guides are talking about how you've had to pull yourself from the ground up. 46 to 50, I get a crazy idea that you're nearly halfway through. There's a long way to go because there's a lot more fortune and awesome things to happen in your life. But in terms of you rising and finding your balance, because 50 is half of 100, like halfway through, I feel like it's halfway's balance. Finding the balance in order to start getting the fortune and the things you're looking after, or the things that you want to achieve. I feel like your guides are saying, especially with character, it is a time for you to focus on yourself and how you are doing things. Because what the things you used to say and the things that you used to do used to work out in the first phase of your life, but these very things may not be the right strategy that will work out in the next phase of your life. I do remember in this perfectionist card, this root chakra card specifically talking about how sometimes perfectionism or being too honest up to the point of cruelty may not be the right thing. Actually, let me pull it out and show you exactly what the card talks about. I think it's written beautifully. That's why I want to show it to you. I have the same high standards for myself as I have for others. So the legend: Raspberry needs no makeup to accentuate her exquisite features. But she wears it anyway. She's a perfectionist. She speaks the truth at all times, believing that she is helping others by sharing her truth. While statements such as "your child is overweight" are honest, they make others avoid her. Lonely, she seeks the advice of her favorite, elderberry, who teaches her that honesty without kindness is cruelty. Her new vulnerability allows her to see the beauty in others as well as in herself. So, inspiration. Are you being too hard on yourself and consequently on others? Begin to look for what's right and good in your world, and you will see it. And so I get the idea that perhaps you've done something so well in the beginning. Like maybe you were a little bit hard on yourself, and it is maybe the energy needed to rise above the challenges to find your groundedness. But I feel like your guides are saying the strategy in this new phase of your life may be very different from the strategy that you had to do. Like, for example, think about it in terms of exams and growing intellect. Like, for example, during examination times, we may not have a balance in our lives. Maybe we study so hard, we make sure we revise everything, like we put all this effort to get high scores, but doing that all the time is wrong, is a burnout, and is not allowing you to grow. Whereas in another phase of someone's life, maybe they had to pull an all-nighter to do well in an exam. The rest of the year, it's important for this person to sleep well, to read slowly, to reflect, to think, to try to figure things out, even if it's small, And so each phase in each person's life or each person's reality differs from another. And so character, I feel like your guides or the universe is very focused on you in this next phase of your life, rather than what you do specifically. So I feel like your guides are saying it is time to be soft and gentle on yourself in this next phase of your life. It is now time to, with the Venus energy, to feel love, to take care of yourself, to get into the energy of grace and gratitude. Venus is the energy of pleasure. Also self-worth. Maybe this is a time to truly take care of yourself and how you feel on the inside. So another message that I see your guides want you to hear, or the universe wants you to hear, is that the second half, this next phase of your life, you're going to be very fortunate. And one of the very big reasons this is going to happen is because with inspired assistance, you will be part of a community that together is able to achieve or create abundance or make each other's dream come true. It's like with inspired assistance and a company of Falcon, you'll be surrounded by a community of the same people who each one individually working on exactly the same goal as everyone else, and together you exchange experiences, you inspire each other. And so with that collective experience, sharing of knowledge, passing on knowledge, being inspired by new goals that people achieve, you will be able to create heaps and heaps of improvements and movement forward that will make you very fortunate. You can see that in this next phase of your life, it's the end of hardships in general with the Ten of Swords. It's the end of pain. It's the end of, like, pain could be anything. It could be, and it could be several things at the same time. Pain could be end of physical pain, as well as pain to get what you want. Pain of betrayal, maybe. Pain of things going wrong. Pain of feeling defeated. So your guides are saying you're ending one important chapter and you are entering an equally important chapter. In this chapter, it's not really about trying to rise from the difficulty, which I feel here you have done beautifully with perfection. I mean, I feel like the universe and your guides are so proud of the type of work you have done. Now in this next phase, in order to grow even more and to be fortunate and to achieve the other things that are important to you, there's a focus on you, on the character. Because if you change your habits or you change the way you're thinking, you will be able to go far as to achieve what the other chapter offers. So the first chapter was very much focused on ending the difficulties, dealing with the loose ends, healing the pains. This now new chapter with the Ace of Pentacles is more about comfort. It's more about contentment. It's more about feeling secure. It's more about having the richness and the resources to make you happy and comfortable. In this second chapter, in order to reach that stage, to begin that journey, it requires a totally different mindset, which a lot of it you will be learning through a great company of people who are equally passionate about this specific goal that you have. And you will all be inspiring each other to create it. It's gonna, through this group of people that you're gonna be with, it's gonna feel easy. It's gonna feel doable. You'll be mesmerized or impressed by the amount of knowledge that you will get through these people. And you won't feel like you're going through a maze trying to figure things out, everything out on your own. I feel like these people will show you the way out. Fate shall show you the way, and fortune will favor you. And so you'll be very fortunate to find these people. You'll find information is given to you easily. It's like, oh, it's done like this. I've done it in 2 days. What? Yes. Why are you worried about this? This is so easy. And so meeting one after the other or being part of this community will really take you out of this maze, and they will push you forward each and every day until you find your way out to the fortune that you are looking for. I feel that this next phase of your life, you will feel very abundant, Venusian energy, abundant. You will feel love, and you will feel a lot of security and comfort as well. I just heard fortune favors the bold. I just heard that. So I don't know, maybe you'll be making a bold move or something, maybe. But I really heard it clearly in my mind. Okay, so let's explore the rest of your message, my dear pile number 2, on what you need to hear right now. You have the Magician. Oops. There we go. You've got the Magician. You have the 5 of Pentacles. the Sun card, you're definitely getting assistance here. And exactly where like you're lacking the knowledge, lacking the help. Yes, inspired assistance, and then you find somebody here helping you. That's for sure. You've got the Six of Wands. And wow, the Hermit card. Lord, teach me thy path. Yeah, there is a path, and they will be teaching you how to go through to get the victory that you are looking for. And finally, the Four of Pentacles. Fortune again. You keep getting fortune, fortune, fortune. So, fortune heapeth too much upon a man. Oh, that's interesting. So, I feel something funny with this card. I feel like you're going to be so fortunate that this type of wealth, fortune, abundance in itself is going to start being, I want to say a challenge on its own. Like, it's kind of like a good problem to have, you know? Like, oh, I'm so rich, I need lawyers and accountants to handle my money kind of thing. I don't know, but I really feel like you're gonna be so abundant in this next chapter of your life, so wealthy, so secure, so content, so comfortable, that new types of challenges related to wealth are going to arise. Nothing that you can't deal with, but just so you have an idea of what type of wealth it seems that, because that can't be a coincidence that you're gonna have. But again, I keep repeating myself, but really this is your most important thing that you need to hear. Changing your habits, changing your thoughts, changing how you feel is very important for this next chapter. In fact, with the Magician here, it says, master skills through great labor and diligence. And so, here you're being guided to deal with yourself with a lot of softness and gentleness. Like, get into the energy of gratitude, of inspiration, the energy of love for everything good around you, taking care of yourself with Venusian energy. Yeah, the more you take care of you in this phase of your life, the more you're doing really what is necessary, because when it comes to what you need to do next for your fortune or for your goals, you'll be very lucky when it comes to that type of assistance, because with the Sun, this is enlightenment. This age knoweth the Creator aright. Yeah, I feel like you will be enlightened with the right information. You are already, it seems, with perfectionists, someone who loves to get down and do everything right, get right to it, I mean. So it's like your guides and the universe are not worried about you going after and doing things. They're more worried about you, or they're guiding you to take care of you. And exactly what needs to be done, you will find the right people speaking the same language, giving you knowledge, enlightening you. And this next phase of your life, this is going to be so easy to achieve. You'll find your victory. You'll find your success. The most important thing with the Hermit card is going within, is taking care of you. Because on the outside, you'll be guided. The star is guidance. You'll be shown the way. The navigation you will be blessed with. And so it's almost as if this is saying, if not totally what it's saying, get into the energy of abundance. Feel the enjoyment of life, because that is the energy that attracts this sort of abundance to you. So enjoy it now. Enjoy every wonderful thing that you have in your life now. You know, if you have a nice bicycle, take it and go out in the sun and enjoy your bike. If you are good at making yourself a nice meal, prepare yourself a nice meal, nice healthy meal, and enjoy it. Sit down and enjoy it. See all the wonderful things that the universe has blessed you with in your life, and try to use it, try to create time for it, enjoy it so much. Because taking it easy on yourself, I think it's talking about that vibe, will really help attract that sort of fortune and abundance into your life. And just like the water ox, in the water, enjoying its time, taking care of itself in the moment. It's like being in the moment. I want to ask, since your reading is also focused on this group of people who you will be really inspired with, if we're allowed to know for you, how are you becoming part of this awesome community that the universe is showing you through the reading today? Oh, obviously with Venus, there will be a lot of, I want to say, enjoyment and love. Like it's a pleasant group that you will be in. Very nurturing. It's a group that takes care of each other kind of energy. Yeah, sure, take that. That's going to help you out kind of energy. So who's this? What is this group? For pile number 2, the Two of Swords, ready for both. The Four of Wands, yeah, Fortune 2, you keep getting fortune. Oh my God. Yeah, Fortune 2. And you've got the Knight of Pentacles, Valiant and Magnificent Order of Knights, as well as the Caduceus, which is an extra card in this deck. Wisdom is the guardian of all things. Yeah. Fortune and information is all over your reading today. Fortune and information. Fortune and information. So, oh, look at your Page of Wands appearing. Let's keep it there. Youthful friendship and enthusiasm. Oh, it's a nice thing that this was left up. So, let's put it together. This reminds me of interconnectedness. So, ready for both. I feel like you will meet someone who knows both sides. Someone who knows you and someone who knows this group. They will introduce you to this group. And I feel like they will introduce you to this group because the Four of Wands, it's a crazy way I'm seeing it, but the Four of Wands is a card of marriage and love. So it's kind of like bringing you together with this group. And that's going to be very fortunate. Now, I also see something interesting. This Two of Swords is a card of not seeing. So I feel like you don't even know this person yet. So it's like ready for both. Be ready for both. Meeting this person and then being introduced to this group. You're going to be very fortunate to come together with this group. Valiant and Magnificent Order of Knights. It makes me feel like in these coming few days, perhaps, you are going to do something courageous, depending on what it means to be courageous to you. So maybe you're going to be courageous and speak up about something. Or maybe you're going to be courageous and introduce yourself to someone. Or maybe you're going to be courageous and actually do something. Maybe you're going to put yourself out there or something. Valiant and Magnificent Order of Knights. With this courageous thing that you're going to do, you will be highly honored, highly respected by this person who you will get to know. They will love what you've just done there. They're like, hey, I love what you did this. This was, remember when I heard favors the bold, fortune favors the bold? I think this is what's happening. You are going to do something bold. Somebody is going to respect you so much for making such a bold move. And they will want to introduce you to this group. They will tell you, you will love this group. Please be part of our group. You know, we share knowledge. You're going to be an excellent person to be part of this group. I hope you join us. Yeah, youthful friendship and enthusiasm. This group of people, they're enthusiastic about the very things you're enthusiastic about. It's going to be so much fun. I know you will love it. And this person connects you with this group. They love having you, like, whoa, we've heard so much about what you've done there. This was so cool. And you get to know each other. And I don't know, I keep hearing forever. Maybe you're forever going to be part of this group. And forever, you help each other to grow. You're going to love your great fortune of meeting these people. It's going to be so healing because the wisdom they're going to give you, the knowledge they're going to give you is going to be like Kundalini rising. And of course, I mean this metaphorically speaking. Fast growth, fast healing, fast movement forward. Things are just going to click and they're going to start working out so quick for you. And you're going to feel very fortunate and enthusiastic about being a part of a community such as this. And my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your reading in terms of what it is that you need to hear right now. I wish you the best of luck in your journey. Truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at what you need to hear right now. These are the decks that I'll be using for your reading. If you're interested in any of them, like you want to check them out, know what their names are, I always list their names down in the description box for you guys. But before we begin your reading very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Mookaite Jasper. Your zodiac signs, in case you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, are Gemini, Pisces, and Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's put them to the side and let's take a look at your oracle cards first. So you have Sagittarius. Can you see your card? Yes, with the Explorer. The keywords are adventurous, distant places, free spirit, clever, travel, philosophy, bold, blunt, impatient, argumentative, independent, and ruler of the 9th house. Okay, let's keep that there. You also have the Fire Dog. Redefine your boundaries. Okay. You have All is Connected. Very cool card, really. All is connected. I feel like it's already helping me connect your message. You have Sword. So the keywords here are hero, sword, and sorcery. Knight, 3 musketeers, medieval, Conan, battle, magic weapon, samurai, blacksmith. Okay. Is the sword freeing this? Or is it representing the mind? I think it's representing the mind, but it could also be talking about liberation. Okay, so let's take a look at your tarot cards. This way we truly have a good idea of what your reading is saying. So you have the Page of Pentacles. Let's go again. You've got the Seven of Wands. Oh, you've got the Six of Cups. Okay. Look at the Six of Cups. They've got a lot of the honeycombs there. And while Pooh in the Seven of Wands is trying to climb and get their honey. You have the Three of Swords. The Three of Cups. Three of Swords, Three of Cups. Interesting. Let's keep them together. And you have the Justice card. You reap what you sow. So let me think about this. Redefine your boundaries. I think, especially in conjunction with Sagittarius, explore the mind. I'm getting a strong idea that your message is, why are you deciding what your limitations are? He climbed and he climbed and he climbed. As he climbed, he sang a little song to himself. So I feel like your guides are saying, don't limit yourself with your mind. Don't decide for yourself what your limits are, because you can definitely go beyond, especially the very things that you are limited by at the moment. And your guides are saying that if you do redefine your boundaries, to you right now, one thing that you want perhaps seems so far off. But with the Six of Cups, which is a card about growth, I see that your guides are saying one day you will grow so much that what was so far-fetched will become something that you have an abundance of. And so the Three of Swords and the Three of Cups here talk about how it is your choice. If you don't get it, and if you decide to cry over it, cry over the fact that you can't make it, because the Three of Swords is a card of pulling at the strings of one's own heart. So if you should decide that you can't, then you have decided that fate to yourself. And if you decided that you can very well get it and get many more, then you shall celebrate the win of you getting it. And so, don't decide what your limitation is, because you can free yourself from what you think is limiting you. In fact, what's limiting you here is just like, it's so thin, so frail, so easy to break out of, just like what is for us a spider web. It might be something that entraps other beings, but for most spider webs as human beings, we're able to break it off if we want to pass. So I feel like the sword here does indeed talk about the mind and about removing the very thoughts that philosophy with the Sagittarius, the ideas, to change your philosophy, to change the narrative you tell yourself. Because just like he climbed and he climbed and he climbed, and as he climbed, he sang a song, a little song to himself. This is saying that the narrative and the story that you tell yourself will determine for you whether you actually make it and get it and achieve it and get an abundance of it even, and have whatever it is that you're starting off your journey wishing for, or that you do in fact turn out to be correct if that's important for you, and not achieving it. But you won't be correct because these are genuinely your boundaries. You would have, in that case of the Three of Swords, you would have proven what your mind was kind of lying to you about. And so you've got a lot of seeds sprouting in your reading, in the Justice card and the Page of Pentacles. There is this idea that you're not only going to make one thing work or one situation work. You one day will have so much of that. It's going to be so easy for you. Whenever you want something in that aspect of your life, you'll plant the seed, water it, and it shall grow for you. And so it's one day going to be very easy for you. Also, another thing that I'm seeing with All is Connected, actually, is that so many things are connected to that journey that you're in. And you'll be pleasantly surprised to see how sometimes one thing can be the key to opening up or moving many things in your life. Like, for example, let's say someone is dealing with so many things in life and they just don't have time to deal with their exercise or their nutrition, for example. And so they put it to the side. But when they do they do take care of their nutrition and their exercise, they feel healthier, they feel more energetic, and suddenly they have the capability to do many things in their lives. So suddenly a lot of doors open up because of that one thing. Or for example, let's say someone is so good in their work or in their business, but they don't want to deal with sales, for example. So that very thing that they're avoiding, let's say they learn to handle it and they're like, whoa, I did this, I'm so good at this. And it brings them opportunities, it brings them clients, it connects them to people who teach them a lot of awesome things in life. And it connects them to like the best suppliers, this, that, and the other. And this person never imagined how that one thing that they were avoiding or giving a wrong narrative in their mind towards could be the very thing that isn't giving them so many opportunities in other areas of their lives, and they just don't know how connected it is. And I feel like it's similar here for you with the mind, that your mind can take you far in life, and that you've got much bigger limitations than than what you think. And I don't know exactly what it is that you're trying to pursue, the Page of Pentacles, that you wish you can have. And you're trying with the Seven of Wands, by the way. You really are trying. It's not like you're sitting there not doing anything about it. It's what your guides want to tell you is about the mind, the narrative and the story you tell yourself as you are pursuing this. And so you're already doing a good job. You're really trying to fight this. Kudos to you. Your guides want to talk to you about your mind, and that you reap what you sow, and that the story you tell yourself today will determine whether you have an abundance of this or whether your limiting beliefs make it come true. I mean, make these limitations come true. Okay, so you have the Fool cards. Apologies, there we go. So nice. Fool card. Page of Pentacles and the Fool is like maybe to start a new beginning with yourself somehow, or to restart this in a new way. Let's find out. You've got the High Priestess, which is all about the mind, having an open mind, perhaps. You've got the King of Cups. You have the Queen of Swords. So that's interesting. This is definitely the mind. You have the Five of Pentacles. And you have, wow, the Star card. Okay, so it's very clear. The new beginning that your guides or the universe is guiding you towards as thought is the mind. But I think you're getting more details on what to do here. Because it's the narrative, right? So the High Priestess is having an open mind. It's seeing beyond what we see. It's the third eye. It's also visualization. So King of Cups shares that aspect of the High Priestess, the visualization. Queen of Swords is the mind. So I am definitely seeing that the universe wants to tell you, you've done it the hard way. And good job. You're getting there. Continue to go towards the things that you want and continue to put in the efforts. But that alone could be a journey that is very tough. It's one that could make you feel like you're struggling a lot to get there. You have another tool in your hands. And that's why you've got Sagittarius, you know, the philosophy, the adventure. And so your guides are telling you, try this time to visualize yourself with the Star card, living that dream as you're doing it. This is a great way to help shift your vision. So how do you want to see yourself? How do you want to see the situation work out for you? How do you see yourself acting in this situation? All of the things that you love and the journey itself, to visualize that. Definitely, this is visualization. Because what you're not realizing with the Five of Pentacles is that you are visualizing. That you're already doing that. But you're using this power to visualize all the wrong scenarios, the lack, the difficulties that are going to stand in your way, the things that are going to happen. And it's okay to expect things so that you can face them. But instead of visualizing yourself lacking the capabilities and the means to go through this journey, your guides are telling you, go through this restart this journey. Not like you have to start it from the beginning. I mean, start a new outlook on this journey. Try out this time to continue to climb and do what you need to do. But the narrative here is, yes, these challenges could happen, but when they happened, I did this and I did that and I tackled it like that, and I'm so proud of myself for doing that. And I found these resources and I did this and I did that. And to start visualizing from a place of empowerment, because that's the healing card with the Star card. Perhaps as you visualize yourself in that positive way, that will result to a lot of healing for yourself, rather than visualizing the lack, the lack of capabilities, how things are going to stand in your way, how it's always going to go the wrong way, how it's always going to be blocked, how it's always going to be challenging, or something of that nature. To still expect, the things, the obstacles that can come in your way, because that's a type of intelligence. To think about things so that you're prepared for them. But instead of visualizing yourself not having the capability of doing anything about it, your guides here with the Star card are guiding you to visualize being able to conquer these obstacles, to take care of it. See yourself in a new light. See yourself from a place of power and not from a place of weakness or lack. And this is how you'll be able to see yourself cross the very boundaries that you one day thought were not possible and were standing in your way. And as you can see, all is connected. You break out of this limitation, which you're fully capable to do, and you will see many things in your life change. So let's see what are all the different things that are changing in your life after we've seen your guidance here. Page of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Many things are beginning here. Nine of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. And finally, the Empress. So many things are going to change in your life once you overcome this limitation and explore your capabilities of actually being able to fully do that. That's going to happen for you. So the first thing I see with the Page of Cups is that you'll be able to see the honey. You'll be, first of all, able to achieve the most important dream and the sweet thing that you are waiting to achieve. But also, you see, there's something about love. It doesn't have to be romance, or although it could be. You'll be able to connect with others from outside your environment, or you'll be able to connect with others that are outside of your comfort zone. Yeah, for sure. Or be able, for some of you, to do more things that you love that are outside of your comfort zone. Ace of Pentacles, this will bring a lot of new opportunities that you didn't think about in your life, that you never thought you would see yourself in. Nine of Wands, so many things were guarded or blocked in your life you didn't have access to with the Nine of Wands. You will find that you easily have access to the very things that you couldn't. Knight of Pentacles, it will allow you to grow, I believe, because the Knight of Pentacles is like very disciplined, takes slow steps to move towards their goal. So although it definitely talks about reaching your goal, but I believe here, since we're asking the question of what other things you're going to receive or enjoy as you overcome these limitations, it shows me that you are going to grow muscles, that you're going to grow as a person, slowly but surely. But once you've made that growth, there's no going back. You've established something strong for yourself that nobody can take from you, one that you will enjoy so much. So you will enjoy your personal growth. And Empress is abundance, as well as love, by the way, as well. So that will open up new doors of abundance and love in your life. Maybe even motherhood for some of you. And I'm seeing the pomegranate here, which represents the underworld. So I'm getting a strong vibe for you of you getting access to something you never had access to before. So although each card shows us something different, but there's a strong message for you of you being able to have access to something that you didn't have access to before. And so I want to ask, what is that exactly? The Two of Cups and the Emperor. Two of Cups and the Emperor, since we have the Empress, for some of you, it's like finding the right person. Like maybe you're searching for this unique person, exact type of person, so you'll have access to that. Two of Cups and Emperor could be a type of power or strength that makes things work harmoniously for you in your life. So getting access to that deep power within you that you didn't have access to. Or finally, weirdly enough, you get to have a beautiful connection with someone, I guess, powerful, not many people get to have access to. And this emperor is fishing, so perhaps this powerful person / organization / power will allow you to get things that you want into your life. Fish to get things that you couldn't get in your life without having access to this thing or this person. It's like, hey, you want to achieve this in life? Let me teach you how to do it. You want to achieve this dream? Let me connect you to the right person. I feel like you will meet a powerful person or have some form of power, whether it's a person or your own personal power or an organization or thing. That power is allowing you to make things harmonious in your life, to make things just work out for you in your life. And so for this reason that I see how this limitation, breaking this limitation is so important. As a summary of your most important thing that you need to hear, other than the exact steps that your guides wanted to show you, is that it is important that you break out of this limitation, because with all is connected, you free yourself and you change your life in so many different directions, and so many things in your life change because it could be standing or standing still due to that very thing. And if you cut it off, you free yourself in so many different directions and you get access to many different things in your life. Your guides or the universe really wants you to hear this message, and it all boils down to the narrative and the story you tell yourself and what you visualize yourself doing. And it looks like changing that will really change your outer world, and it will be giving you access to that very power or wish, that honeypot, that sweet thing that you are genuinely looking for. And my dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at a message that you need to hear right now. To do this reading, these are the decks that I'm using. If you're interested in any of them, you'll find that I always list them down in the description box for you guys. The names in the description box. And before we begin, let me very quickly introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Amethyst. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Libra, Capricorn, and Aquarius. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your zodiac signs, as I always remind you guys, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Right, so let's get straight into it and see what your cards are. Wow, you've got the Earth Bird with Phoenix rising from the ashes. If I'm not mistaken, this popped up in pile number 2. You might want to check it out, if you're drawn to it, of course. Phoenix rising from the ashes. If I'm not mistaken, I think it did pop up in pile number 2. You have expose criminality. How interesting. So the keywords here are task force, gather evidence, corruption, police procedure, fraud, tamper with evidence, undercover agent, forensic, cold case. So, you know, I did see a pile recently in one of your readings about somebody helping you to get some evidence to help support you in something that is unfair in your life. So if this is the second time you hear this, this must be a strong message that you are meant to hear. But other than that, let's keep exploring your cards. You've got the 9th house with learning, and the keywords here are philosophy, publishing, writing, discovery, law, exploring, travel, ethics, foreign countries, religion, higher education, spirituality, and wisdom. You've obviously in this pile gone through a lot, and you really have learned a lot. You must have been recently gone through something very difficult, very much like something very hard to go through. Might even be something involving the law for some of you. It wasn't easy, you've learned a lot, but you're right now rising from the ashes, rising from something so difficult that not many people can actually go through. You found power, you learned a lot, and you're rising to a unique time of your life. So let's see more about this. Oh, sunny day. What you need to hear is that you are moving to very positive time of your life. So this may be in your recent past, this may be something in your far past, maybe it was difficult, but you are now getting into the positive times. It seems to be the strong message that you need to hear right now about your life, my dear pile number 4. Okay, so let's take a look at your tarot cards. Whoa, you're getting a lot. I'm also seeing this one, so I'm going to take it. And let's see what you have. Didn't expect all of that, but I'm honoring the cards that came out. Let's check them out. You've got the moon card, and you see the figure in the moon card is singing. So although you are currently, the moon is like shows me now that you're still in the dark times. In contrast to all sunny days, you're still figuring things out. You're still getting clearance from past unfairness. I'm getting with exposed criminality that right now in your life, with all the music coming out of the mouth, right now in your life, not only are you rising from these difficulties, but perhaps the people who used to get away so easily in your life doing the, I don't want to say criminality, but doing the injustice in your life, doing something that is absolutely wrong with criminality. And it seems like they keep doing it as if it's nothing now. These people are going to be exposed at this time of your life, all whilst you are rising from all of that. In fact, the 9th house has to do with travel. So you're traveling, or you're coming out of that, you're leaving all of this behind you. You're getting into your positive time of your life. You can already hear good news with the moon card singing. You're already hearing nice things here and there about your future. You're already finding your power. You're already coming out of this. It's already starting to launch, to work out for you in life. And at the same time, now is the time where many people are about to be exposed in your life. So let's continue with your message. Oh, sunny day indeed. You've got the Page of Swords, which has to do with discovery, by the way. The Page of Swords. So some truth, hidden, buried truth, do you see, is about to be discovered. Exposed criminality, discovered. You've got the 8 of Pentacles. And although the Eight of Pentacles has to do with hard work, has to do with mastery, I am seeing something based on the imagery of this specific Eight of Pentacles. It's crazy, but I'm seeing somebody giving somebody's right back. So maybe you worked hard, somebody took your work, could be for some of you, and you're getting your rights back, and there's a lot of attention on you. Everyone in your community is watching this happen, and they're stunned. So you've worked very hard. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is also expertise. And look at that. Perhaps some expert or someone who's going to get into the details of something will discover, do you see? Will discover some things, expose someone here, and give you your rights back. Something is going to be discovered. So that's an expert here that's discovering things for you and giving your rights back. You have the Nine of Pentacles, which is a wish fulfillment. I love this for you. You have the Six of Wands. Wow, I love your cards. And you have the Six of Pentacles. And you see, it kind of looks like word of mouth, right? So the Six of Pentacles is associated with the scales. So there's justice here. And there's a lot of talking there. There's a community here now putting their attention on what happened here, on the truth. And the word of mouth is, do you see? Words coming out of the mouth. Attention of people around you. Attention of people around you, watching you win with the Six of Wands in amazement. Word of mouth, bringing balance. So it seems to me like what you need to hear is that next in your life, there's a lot of talking. There's a lot of getting into the details. There's a lot of exposing. There's a lot of getting your rights back being given to you. There's a lot of you feeling like you're winning. Everyone watching you winning. 6-6. And what you hoped with the Nine of Pentacles in this situation, everything you hoped when it comes to how you wish the situation would turn out to be. Also, Nine of Pentacles, the resources associated with the situation in terms of maybe the things that is right for you to take, you are taking back at this phase of your life. And there seems to be next with the Phoenix rising, the ninth house, both are associated with the wings and the map with travel, Sagittarius. So some of you might make a huge move or you might be traveling. Wow. And you're moving into your positive time of your life. So you've got the High Priestess. High Priestess has to do with secrecy. My goodness. You have someone or some people around you who have been keeping things secret, hiding. It's out of sight, out of mind. There's a hole here underground. There's a lot of secrets, hidden secrets that are about to be revealed. Look at that. You've got the Hierophants. Some of you might have someone judging this whole situation, like a judge, a manager, government, something official. Someone's gonna write something off with the Hierophant signing here. Wow, this is a big situation. A Hierophant is also like the dogma of the community that you're in. So it might not be official. It could simply be someone who's respected in your community, affecting the opinion of everyone within this community. And it is agreed upon everyone that you have been wronged, that this is not right, and you have the skills of public opinion to your side. Oh, wow. You've got the Lover's card. That's self-love. You have the Chariot. There's a move for sure. You've got the Ace of Pentacles, as well as your Page of Wands. Page of Wands is starting a new journey, like you are ready to embark on a new chapter of your life, to get into a new journey. The difference here between the Fool and the Page of Wands is that the Page of Wands has some experience, having gone from the Ace to the 10, learned a lot, carried heavy things with the 10 of Wands, stood strong in facing the difficulties with the 9 of Wands, struggled with the 5 of Wands, stood up to the challenges with the 7 of Wands, and so on and so forth. The Page of Wands may now be going on a new journey, but has already gone through a lot. May not know everything, but has gone through a lot. So it looks like you're moving on to a new page. Of course, you've got the learning card here. You've learned a lot. You're ready to embark on this new journey with the things that you've learned, with the resources, with the Ace of Pentacles, the new resources that you have. There's a chest full of jewelry and coins. Somebody's giving you something here, so you're ready to go on this new journey with the Chariot as well. You're definitely making a strong move or a strong launch. Maybe some of you are starting a project that you really believe in with the Page of Wands. And now you're supported by people. You're supported by maybe money or something that helps you out on this new journey. And you're making this move. The Lover's card is a card of choice. Having the mermaid look at herself in the mirror, I feel like you really believe in yourself in this new journey. You've gained a lot of confidence. You have learned so much about yourself in these difficult situations. And you feel like if you were able to handle the things in the past, you definitely believe in yourself with things moving forward. I think whatever is happening here is adding on to your confidence and your belief in yourself, and you feel like there's this notion of I can do this, I got this, I can do this, and you see it's the same thing, it's the same look. I believe in this, I'm going to do this. And so I feel like your guides or the universe is really encouraging you with this belief that you have, and is telling you to go ahead, to listen to what your heart is saying. Your intuition is correct. Whatever it's telling you, this is right, I should pursue this. Go ahead, take yourself out of this old chapter and empower yourself just like a phoenix rising from the ashes. You're about to make a powerful launch in your life, so go ahead and do that. You've got the King of Cups. Listen to your heart. It's guiding you in the right direction. Wow. Queen of Pentacles. What your heart is telling you now is going to result with the Queen of Pentacles of you living the life that you want. So don't doubt yourself. And I don't see you here actually doubting yourself at all. I see you believing in yourself. Follow suit. Follow that intuition. You are correct, is what you need to hear. Wow, and you've got the World card. Showing me two things. First, clear thing is that you're definitely closing a book and opening a new one. You're opening a new chapter for sure. There's a new page in your life. Everything is all round different. And it also shows you being able to achieve for yourself in the future everything that you ever wanted in your world. Everything that you ever wanted, you will have in your own two hands, is what I'm seeing for you as what you need to hear in this specific World card. So today, begin to follow your intuition. It is very powerful. What is saying to you is so real. Your heart feel strong about something. You feel so right and so good about something. Pursue that. Because very soon it will help you fulfill everything that you want and live the life that you desire. Wow, you had so many messages in your pile today. So many things going on. Okay, so in terms of following with what you want, do you have any guidance on exactly what you need to do? What is your guidance on exactly what you need to do to follow through? The Fool card, just get into it. Fool card is like, just jump into it. It seems like you are starting a new territory, like you're getting into a new territory. The mermaid now has her own leg in the Fool card and she's getting into the land. So maybe you're moving into a new area, it could be moving into a new territory. And so your guidance is, although this is new to you, the experience that you've gained and learned previously will help you to easily conquer this new territory that you're getting into. Wow, the Empress. Creation. The Empress is creation. So this is saying you are a very creative person. And it's like what you touch turns into gold. So go right ahead and begin this right away. And believe in your creative force, because you've got the Empress card here. There's an ever-flowing energy of creation through you. So use that. It was given to you for a reason, for you to create this new world. So don't think too much about it, get into it, start in your creation energy, create it, make it happen. There's also something about your throat chakra because of the shell here that we listen to and the moon singing. Maybe some of you are artist singers. Something about your throat chakra. Like maybe some of you are presenters. There's something about your throat chakra. Wow. You've got the Four of Swords. And the Knight of Cups. This is split, so I'm going to take that. And the Page of Cups. What is that? You have an advantage of getting into this new territory. Your cards give me the strong idea that you're gonna do something. It's not beginner's luck. It's kind of more like, you know how when you start something new and you don't know, you haven't seen what people do in this area, in this territory, you don't know much about it, so you're depending so much on your creativity to figure this out. And although the guidance is always don't reinvent the wheel, I really feel this is what you're doing here. Your guidance is, it's not telling you not to look and copy other people, it's more telling you depend on your creativity, depend on your intuition. See what you can do first before you look at what others have done and whatever you're getting into. That's really what I'm saying, because it looks like you're doing something so forward thinking here that you have everyone stare at. Like, whoa, what is this person doing? You're gathering everybody's attention. Everyone's like, what is this person doing? And your creativity is out of this world. It literally is, because you are out of this world, you see? And so because of that, you will be doing something out of this world. Knight of Cups here is so focused on your vision. You're a visionary. You see beyond what others can see. And so the Page of Cups, you're being guided to follow exactly that. I would confidently tell you, your guides are saying, or the universe is telling you, before you look around in this new territory and see what everybody is doing, believe in yourself fully and find out what your thoughts are about it. If you were to do this, how would you do it? And that's the best way to find this out, because you're generally not going to look around. See what you are going to come up with first, and then start exploring maybe what others are doing. Or maybe they will be the ones to discover what you're doing, which seems to be what's going to happen in your guidance here. So everything you have gone through and the things you've learned and the resources that you have are all preparing you for this very positive time of your life. And I think everything that happened is taking you to that very specific, unique situation and position in your life. And I'm so happy I pulled out your guidance cards, because maybe you're already going to do that anyway. I feel it's telling you you're a very creative person. You're so in tune with the universe. Follow suit with that. And you will create something that nobody has seen ever before. It's kind of like you are out of this world. And so let that energy flow through you. Let that come out. Because you shall create something out of this world. And my dear pile number 4, this is exactly what I see in your reading. It's truly fascinating. There were so many things it seems that your guides wanted to tell you. I wish you the best of luck in this next phase of your life. And if you've enjoyed your reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 4, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye!